What happened here? An old video camera appears to be busted. Okay, cupboards. The tableware is coated in dust. Stone oven. An old clock hangs on the wall. Doesn't seem to work. Okay. Hello! My dears, it's me, Kirisaki Jackie, and welcome back to the Boogieman. I barely started and I already found like some weird shit. I have an old video camera. It's broken and has no power. There's a tape inside. Okay. Well, I also need to check the Bible to see what the numbers are supposed to be. So let's check that. 5, 7, 11. Hey, it worked! Okay. A magazine from about 10 years ago. Okay. Can I get to the other? What a labyrinth! A pretty old style television. Maybe I can play the camera here? Take out the tape and play it. Oh, it's Helena again.
At last, I finally got a hold of you.
Is she gonna die?
Oh dear, hurt all over. But what else could I do? You just wouldn't stop running, miss, no matter how much I hurt you. But well, our game of tag's come to a close now. Yes, you can't outrun the scary boogeyman.
Watch me.
Are you relieved it's over, or are you still scared? Well, madam, do you want to run?
I just don't understand.
You're an unbelievable idiot.
Why are you still doing that to her?
Say again.
I called you an idiot. You thought I was running because I was scared? You think I'm scared of you? Maybe you've spent too long in your little closet world to understand. You've convinced yourself that women and children are all scared of you. What were you planning once you caught me? Kill me? And then what? You'd go to kill Keith, right? You told me you had Keith in your hands. Whether he'd live or die was up to me. I guess that was true. And all this time you've been foolishly chasing after me. You could never kill him. I'm weak. I can't be as strong as Keith is. But there is something I can do, in all my weakness. If I can keep your attention away from Keith by running all the time, I'll run to the ends of the earth. You poor, stupid little boogeyman. You really are such a child. You just love bullying anyone weaker than you. Go ahead. Have fun in your little world. Call yourself a villain, a monster. But I'll never let you bring my husband into it.
This line was the best Helena's line so far. Spoken, not written.
Don't you dare lay a hand on him!
Why can't you just speak like that?
You talk too much.
Like normally throughout the
madam.
game. As you have to speak like that. It's just so annoying. Now it was so much better. Now I could actually hear her.
That's terrible. Let's hurry and look for Helena. She must be nearby.
Where is she?
Keith? Keith, what are you doing? We have to hurry. Keith, are you listening?
Keith's dead.
Hey, what are you staring at? Are you asleep? Get a grip! Come on!
Keith? You okay?
I'm awake.
Is that the part that I get the X?
David, you look for Helena. She should be near.
Huh? What about you? What are you gonna do?
I'm going to go kill a monster.
That would be the perfect time to have like a picture draw of him just holding an axe, with like the eyes being dark and be like, I'm going to kill a monster. That would be epic. I would love that. Alright, guess I am going to kill the boogeyman. Where he is, I have no idea. Is he here? What is this? How am I supposed to know where I have to go? Okay. Ah. I am very much confused. There's way too many ways to go. Okay. I really don't think I could go through that other painting though.
Wait, Dad. Leave the door open and don't turn out the lights in the hall.
Why?
The boogeyman will come.
Oh, the boogeyman.
What kind of guy is this boogeyman?
He has long nails and kidnaps kids. He lives in the closet.
Lives in the closet.
A kidnapper? Well, can't leave a guy like that on the loose. Alright, Dad'll give him a good beating. Hey, Boogie, you in there? What? Hey, let go.
Is he gonna jump inside the closet now? Yeah.
Dad?
Oh no, Dad! You're right, Dad.
Whew, he was a little tough, but I got him good. No worries, son. Old Boogie won't come for you anymore.
Really?
Yeah, he bit him up.
Would I lie? Me and Mom are in the bedroom right there, you know. You still scared? Oh, need your stuffed bunny, do you? Or should I read you a bedtime story? Maybe the ones with the fairies.
No way. I'm not a wuss, Dad.
Hey.
I can sleep by myself.
That has nothing to do with the being a man and liking fairies, boy.
That's the spirit.
Mm-mm.
Listen, Todd. If the boogeyman comes to get you again, Dad'll beat him up. I'm not gonna let anyone mess with you or Mom.
'Cause you're a police officer?
Yes.
'Cause I'm Dad. Good night, son.
'Cause I'm dead. Oh, you get like a special power and you become a dad.
Should I leave the light on?
It's okay. I've got you and Mom.
Oh, that's cute.
Good night. I love you.
So Keith was much more lovely when he still had the kid. Is that button? You little
Don't
bitch.
blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times.
Blame it on the boogie.
Blame it on the boogie. Have you ever thought about it, detective? Thought you have an enemy? Who or what it is, you don't even know. Maybe it doesn't even exist. Maybe it's all in your head.
Who knows?
But you know there's something tormenting you, always making it so painful. You feel like the whole world's out to make you suffer. Too troublesome to make an enemy of the whole world, right? So just making one enemy will do.
Maybe.
I chose you as my enemy. Have I become yours?
Apparently.
Oh well, either way, we're gonna settle this right here.
Probably gonna need a few tries to kill him.
Let's end this wonderful game now. Can you beat this final boss and take back your beloved wife?
It's gonna take me some time, but maybe I can.
What's so funny?
That's a terrible laugh, though.
Boy, you're really having a blast, huh? What's so funny that you can be all smiles all the time? Total opposite of me. I don't remember the last time I laughed. But I guess we were pretty similar after all. In a sense, it was all a lie. You're always grinning ear to ear, but you're scared, aren't you? So you keep running. You can't go head to head with me.
Don't say that when I'm about to
You're
die.
just acting. You're no scary monster, and I'm no paragon of justice. Final boss? Ha! A big baddie should be a pretty sly guy, shouldn't they? But taking hostages, always on the run, the only thing you can chase after is girls' rumps. You know, I wasn't planning to do anything with you. As long as the others were safe, I was fine leaving you be. I'd secure your hostages and scram, then just leave you to the local police. Because I'm not chasing you. You just keep running from me.
Isn't that the same thing?
What I'm really chasing after. Sorry, but it ain't you. That's right. It's not you. You're my enemy. Spare me the sleep talk. Why would I make my enemy a dunce who just sneaks away? A coward who hides in the closet and threatens kids.
Duff.
And your enemy? Not me either. You've got a lot more enemies. If you go to the slammer, you're gonna be a real popular guy. I can tell.
Interesting.
But this is a great chance. No hostages to get in the way. No one watching. So I can do whatever I like with you.
I'm just gonna beat the hell out of you. Which means I am probably going to die before
Detective, criminal, that doesn't matter now. You've done the number one thing to get on my bad side. You chased after my wife's rump. That alone is enough reason for me to beat you down.
Nice.
Don't you think, Boogie?
Is Boogie scared of me? What's up with that blood?
Can't afford to laugh anymore, can you? Back to your closet, boogeyman. You don't have what it takes to make it over here.
Oh shit. Is that the final battle? Ow. I can press Z for a combo. Ow, I'm dead, I'm dead. Press C or... I am pressing C, but...
So is this just a warm-up practice, or are you actually gonna attack?
Ow, okay. Yeah, that's what I expected. Who's the boogeyman now? Kinda tough when I just take 10 of his life and he takes like 30 out of mine. There we go. Whew. Okay, third try. Not that bad.
Where do you think you're going, Lance?
I'm gonna find them. They've been gone way too long.
Did you forget what he said? It'll be a burden on him to move around on our own.
Well, then after all is said and done, we'll tell him we did just what he said. Of course, you might have all gone stone cold by that time.
Don't joke about things like that.
Sounds like a joke to you? We got 2, maybe 3 corpses around here?
Oh.
What part of don't you get?
What are you gonna do? Hit him with an axe?
Stop, you two. Don't fight.
We'll go search together. I'll lead the way. Sophie and Shirley, you hold hands. And Lance, you watch the rear.
Papa.
Oh, look at that.
You really want to go?
Yes, we'll be all right together.
He's badass. I like Richard.
And there's something I'm curious about.
What's that?
This whole incident may just be a great big farce.
What do you mean?
Let's be going.
What do you mean by that? Do you think they're not dead then?
Helena, where are you? Helena?
Yeah, Helena, where the hell are you? So, do you guys think that Helena was part of all of this? Oh, there she is.
Helena!
David!
Are you okay?
She could be.
That man.
Oh my god, the voice again!
Woke up here. I was unconscious the whole time. Keith!
Helena!
Keith! Where are you?
I don't know, after that long playing this game, I cannot take Helena's
Always on the
voice
run,
anymore.
Huh? But marijuana addicts can move better than you. What's in that big head of yours?
Is that... Who's that?
Brendan?
Is Brendan?
You lose.
But...
Detective.
Wasn't Brendan dead?
You're Brendan? Why? Stop moving around.
Keith, Helena?
Is he gonna leave?
Stop the bleeding. Lance!
Richard, help me out.
Sophie, find something to tie him with.
Is he gonna die? I hope he doesn't die.
Keith!
Got you.
If he dies, it's going to suck.
Helena, when we get home, let's finish our conversation. No more running.
No! Keith, stay with me, please! Keith!
He's not gonna die, is he?
The servants and Stevie. 10 people died all told.
That's a lot of people.
I'm sure glad to be alive now. Feeling glad to even have air to breathe.
Listen, don't you say a word about all this, especially not to your coworkers. If it takes money to shut your yap, I'll pay any price.
Oh, bribery. Where's that money coming from?
My own pockets. Listen, you guys can distort the truth all you want, and I won't say a peep, 'cause that's freedom of the press. But this is different. I've got no tolerance for people pointing and laughing at a wounded friend.
Okay, good. He's not dead then.
Do I gotta tell you again? I'm not a gossip guy. I hate cops, sure, but I hate gossip too. I won't ask for money, and I won't say a peep, 'cause I'm grateful to the guy. So quit hounding me. But, as an involved party, I've got a right to know what happened there. I just can't wrap my head around it.
Yes, please, tell me everything.
I talked to Brendan at dinner. Heard he got tired of the musty old castle and ran to Hollywood. Had a lot of fun in the movie biz. So what was the motive?
Guy's gone silent. Sounds like he convinced you he was a goody two-shoes. But I bet you heard a different story in Hollywood. Now that's the kind of thing your lot should be writing about. Nobody knows people's past, usually. But it's easy to fool you into thinking otherwise with a little acting. And once you know somebody's past, you can lead them by the nose. He tricked you all, and tried to kill you. What a farce. Not sure of the motive yet, but he was pretty systematic about it all. Spent a ton of cash beforehand to check up on all the tour attendees. Even did a background check on me.
On you? Why?
'Cause I was going to be on that tour.
Oh, so it wasn't predicted that Keith and his wife would be there.
No wonder I thought he knew me. The hell, so he just researched us?
That's the oldest trick in the book for us, saying, I know all about you. It makes you superior to the other person, so you can control them. Then they freak out and have to submit. He knew that tactic well. Seeing right through people without any tricks. That's what makes a real monster, ain't it?
So that's why he had a paper on Dick. Okay.
In his case, he just used money and connections to dig up people's pasts, and played the part of a monster.
but the research wasn't to select candidates. So he just picked randomly. Damn, was he just in it for fun?
That's a good question.
Now, my turn to ask questions. What you tell me is the only way I can figure out this incident. Give me anything you got. First, Brendan, or Boogie rather. What kind of man was he?
How should I say it? I suppose he had no emotion. That's how I saw him.
Oh, he was just
He
weird.
said such terrifying things without a care. He hardly showed any human feelings. He really was like a monster.
Keith told me he was a real jester.
Jester? Absolutely not. I would have much preferred if he were at least a little silly. He was a very disturbing, terrifying man.
He was very
He
terrifying.
was totally calm as he did awful things.
Richard, you seem to have a suspicion he might be Brendan. Why do you think that?
When my daughter went missing, and I panicked thinking that man might have taken her, Keith told me something. This was the kind of person who would show corpses as decoration, so if he did take Sophie, he'd show off proof of it, meaning she was still safe. Luckily enough, I didn't see them, but indeed, evidently, there were many dead bodies left around. As Keith said, my daughter hadn't fallen into his grasp. He was correct in his assumption. That made me realize something unusual about what he'd said. Keith said he saw the moment Brendan's neck snapped, and his corpse was quickly dropped into the basement.
Oh.
Isn't that odd? Why did he quickly put Brendan's corpse out of sight?
Yeah.
Why did he treat him differently from the other victims?
That's a really good observation. That's a really good observation. I didn't think of
Because
that.
he didn't want you investigating it. He's got some keen insight, I'll give him that. So you suspected this was a farce plotted by Brendan?
No, well, I suggested that since Keith hadn't checked the corpse, he might still be alive. I only wanted to believe there was a chance he was alive. I had no conviction about the rest, so I didn't speak about it to Keith. I wouldn't dare risk throwing him off with my amateur opinion, not to mention we didn't know whether his wife was safe.
Apparently, Keith saw the moment Brendan's head came off, actually.
Was it a doll?
Right you are. Packed with neat little blood packs, it seems. Brendan was
Nice.
hung upside down and had his mouth taped up, and it was dark enough to be hard to tell who's who. Just dressing him up the same way made Keith assume it was him. On top of all those flashy rave lights, he dropped the corpse down below so it was impossible to check it closer.
It's true.
And since Keith saw the tour conductor killed right after that, of course, he'd think Brendan was killed too.
If I'd said something, maybe this could have been resolved sooner.
No, I don't think
But
so.
I was paralyzed with fear. I was only worried about my daughter. Even when Keith was running all over the place for us.
Oh, don't worry. That's completely normal.
Don't worry about it. Keith did all that 'cause he wanted to. That's all. He's deeply glad you're all safe. Now, little lady, can we hear from you too?
Hear what?
Anything. What you thought. What you noticed.
Well, I knew he was a fake. Because I've met the real boogeyman.
Sophie, stop it. Not this tale again.
Fine, if you say so, Papa. Guess I'm not saying a word.
Go ahead, please. Meeting the real boogeyman sounds pretty juicy. Can you tell me more?
Maybe not really met. He just touched my shoulder. But his hand was cold as ice. Right away, I knew it wasn't human.
Yeah, hi there, sweetie.
That guy's hands were human, though. They had warmth, so I knew he was just a regular guy.
Huh. So boogeyman's hands are cold, eh? I'll tell that to my little squirts.
Better not. I think they'll
Anything else you
be
noticed?
scared.
I feel like you might get angry if I say this.
I won't. Tell me.
That guy had this cold and emotionless air, like you couldn't tell what he was thinking at all. It reminded me of Mr. Keith, a little.
You still think that way now?
Well, now we kind of understand why Keith is the way that he is. So.
Not even, because Mr. Keith got really mad at me. He was like, "Don't worry your papa ever again."
Yeah, I like the way that she said that.
Red paint? On his face?
But I swear if I have to hear Helena again, I am going to snap.
There was nothing like that. It was all red from blood spurts, though.
Really? Keith told me he had a weird paint on a torn paper bag.
So yeah, it could have been
And one
paint.
more thing. Did you see any red graffiti in the castle?
A lot.
Or any monsters? Hear any phones ringing?
No, I didn't.
Mr. Hoover, you're colorblind, if I recall. Maybe you just couldn't see the paint.
You could see the paint.
Yeah, but it's white and pink I get mixed up. I can see red just fine.
Well, and you, miss?
I saw quite a bit of the castle, but none of that. Did you hear that from the others?
Don't get me wrong. I don't think you're lying. The others said they saw nothing too. But then, that makes Keith the one talking nonsense.
So nobody could see the paintings all over the place?
I don't think Keith is necessarily lying.
What do you mean?
Because people don't always see the same things you do.
Why do you have to change your voice to say different sentences?
Thanks for the assistance, you two. Sorry about calling you in 2 weeks after the fact.
Is not everything settled yet?
The police there are in the middle of their investigation. My role is just to assist. I'm going to report your testimonies to them, and that's that. I'll be off now. Eric, take them to the entrance.
So that's it then. We finish. That's a very long part that I have to just like be quiet and listen to them.
When their son died, I thought my own life was over too.
It sucks, Elena. Sucks.
I couldn't think about anything. Nothing had any taste. But tears would suddenly come anyway. I don't remember anything about what I did back then, but I do remember one thing. That Keith was always at my side. When I wailed and shouted, he'd hug me, stroke my hair, say it was okay. Eventually, I adjusted to life without our son. I found I could laugh again. But when I got my own emotions back, I realized Keith had stopped laughing. I had been broken, and so had Keith. Over time, I was able to heal, but he didn't. He was still stuck in the moment of Todd's death.
And I am stuck here without saying a single word. Best episode ever.
He was always supporting me, so he never faced up to himself. I struggled to be at least a little stronger. Next time, I would protect him, since I wanted him to laugh again. But I couldn't. I couldn't repay anything to Keith. And I realized I was a burden on him that would keep him from ever walking again.
Nah, don't
So,
worry about it.
Even if we're far apart, as long as he can laugh again, and that's the best choice I can make.
I cannot feel emotions with you talking, Helena. I can't.
My wife always brings me warm milk before I go to bed. And last Father's Day, my little squirt tried cooking me a meal.
Aw, that's cute.
I definitely don't need milk to get to sleep. And the kids cooking, I'll be blunt, it ain't good. But I'm glad for it. Usefulness and collateral don't mean a thing with this stuff. Keith didn't stay close to you expecting something in return. That's just what he wanted to do. You guys have got too much sympathy. You don't mind getting hurt for the sake of the other. But can't you notice that one of you being hurt hurts the other? You've just been getting more and more wounded as you go along.
Well, yeah, usually the death of a child for some reason just like takes the couple apart. They just cannot be
You're
together.
propping Keith up too, Helena. He can fight day after day, 'cause he knows you're waiting at home, as much as I tease him about it. Don't think of yourself as baggage. Depend on him as much as you need. That's what he wants too.
Keith grabbed my hand and smiled, even though he was stabbed and wounded.
And what'd he say?
Got you.
'cause he finally got what makes him happiest. But, man, too much discrepancy between your guys' testimonies and Keith's. Just how am I gonna report this to their department? Hey, Helena, he went back home from the hospital today, right? Can I come talk with him now?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No? Okay.
Before he goes back home, there's a place he's going to visit.
Oh, I know exactly where he's going.
And I'm planning to head there myself.
What is this noise? Is the neighbors? Yep, that's what I thought. Whoa, he isn't. Oh, there he is.
Keith.
Hey, buddy. You alright? And it's...
I've always wanted to cry like this.
Well, now it's raining, I guess.
I never forgot about him. Not for a single day. Ever since he died, I was scared. I felt like even the slightest sign of weakness would make it all crumble. I acted like I felt nothing, like nothing disturbed me. I thought then I might be able to fool everyone, even myself. It was so stupid. I was broken a long time ago. It was all garbage, but I acted like a champion of justice. It always felt off. Whoever I was working for, I never felt repaid. And I saw you were safe, and you came up to me. Finally, I felt happy again. Acting strong just made me weak. It was pointless. Todd would never forgive his father staying broken forever, because I promised I'd protect his mom.
Well, time to have another child then.
I'll take off the blindfold. I'm gonna laugh, even if it's at a stupid TV show. If I'm pissed, I'll get mad. And if I'm sad, I'll cry.
That's good to hear.
First, I guess there'll have to be counseling. There's something seriously wrong with my head, seems like. It's gonna be a busy time. It's gonna be so busy, I won't be able to do it alone. Helena, I don't think I can deal with just being a good loser. I want a chance. Let me chase after you. Let me get down on my knees.
You're gonna ask her
You're
to...
the only one I want waiting for me.
Are you gonna ask her to marry you again then? Since she asked for the divorce?
There's no need for a chance. Didn't I tell you? Divorce or decide. I've decided. Haven't you too? We only ever have one umbrella, so we hold it together.
Oh, we did. You...
And it's fine if we get a little wet, because it'll soon be sunny again.
Ah, that's cute. It sucks that you didn't bring any emotion on me. Happy end. Come rain, come shine. Yeah, that's what I expected. The happy ending. Bring the credits so I can talk about this lovely game. Serena Harper. I'm sorry, Serena. I know that you were doing your pretty best, but sometimes your voice was annoying and some other times were just like perfect. So I hope you find a balance. Like, I'm no one to judge, but sometimes it was really annoying and sometimes it was really good. Winter Johnson, you great. Shirley, I like your voice too. All the other ones that I didn't say anything, I also like them. Dick Anderson, mailing badass hero. Pretty cool too. Eric Simpson, Cian role. Who was Eric? Stevie Small. Okay, that was the other people. Are you Korean or are you Chinese? Jeon Shin. The Overlord. I like these names, I really do. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about it. This is the third game of the series. Later on, when I calm down, I am going to play the fourth one. But my whole thing about these games is just the puzzles. The puzzles are the only thing that annoys me. Because the story of this one was actually really good. The story was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was something that makes you think like, oh yeah, who is the boogeyman? Is he a monster? Especially because like if you see the Sandman, it's completely far off from what this was and what the Crooked Man is. The Sandman is a complete fairy tale. It's complete fairy tale. You're inside a fairy tale. Everything is a fairy tale. And I think on the bad ending, you become the Sandman yourself, even though you're playing as a girl. But like, I don't know, you become the Sand Girl or something. Because in the second one, you play as Sophie. It's just the puzzles that are annoying. Because some puzzles are good, like the one that I had to like find the Bible thing. That one was good. I like the small puzzles that like have a hint. Like the puzzle of the sheep. That puzzle was really good. Because it gave you tons of hints. It gave you the hints of the things. It was good. But the ones that you just like... The one that you had to cross. And you have to avoid the red and the green tiles. You only know that if you step on them. And then you die. So like... Only the ones that you have to try and error to figure out what's the right pattern. And those are the worst puzzles ever in this game. Have so much of them. And also leaving the map completely open sometimes is annoying. Because like you start to think, okay, where do I have to go? To this way, to that way. And then you have the whole map open. So you can go completely like to the start of the game and get completely lost. So it's really easy to get lost. But overall, the dialogues are good. I really like the dialogues. It was really well written. The voice acting, like I understand that we're not professional voice actors. Like I am not. So I know that when I do voice acting in my games, it's not perfect. So it's understandable. But you had some that were really good and some that were really not good. I don't know. It annoyed me and at the same time I really like it. And it also made me think about Sophie in a very different way. Exactly because of the voice. Because like when I played a Sandman, because of her features and the things that she said, and because she was being bullied and stuff, I gave her a more soft voice. Or like she's more a soft person. And then in this one, she's just a little brat. She's like, hey, I am a bitch type of girl. So the personality changed completely. Which for one side is really cool. Because you kind of figure out better about the character and what personality the character has. And on the other side, it's a little bit annoying. Sometimes. Especially if the voice is not good. It felt to me that Sophie was getting better as the game was proceeding. So if you hear Sophie's voice at the start of the game, it's like, ugh. And then as you advance through the game, it's just like, oh, well, okay, that's really good. That was really good. And the microphone. I don't know. It felt like they were using different microphones. Or just like too close and then suddenly too far. And then suddenly from here and then suddenly from there. I'm talking too much about something that I don't even have the morals to critique. But as a person that really likes to play games, I felt like I could just like have my opinion on it a little bit. Let's just say what it has to say at the end. Congratulations on beating the Boogeyman and thank you for playing this game. Additionally, so if you played the previous 2 games in the series, I did play. This game was fully voiced with the help of voice actors. Due to the author's fatigue, there's no bonus scenario. But I did receive comments from each of the actors, so take the upper door if you're interested. The Something Man series... I'm pretty sure there was Strange Man series when I saw it before, but has come to a turning point. The general storyline ends in the next game. I have plans for serious and silly extra chapters afterwards, so please play those if you're interested. I will, later on. I need a little bit of a break from these crazy puzzles. Lastly, once more, congratulations on beating the game and thank you for playing. If you like it, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. I'm gonna play tons of other games besides this one. And as usual, I hope you all have a happy ever after. And I'll see you on the next tale. Bye bye!